Today we are checking out the Canon Mirrorless EOS M50 vlogging camera with the EMF 1545mm lens, 4K video, built-in Wi-Fi, near-field communication, and Bluetooth technology. Let's check it out. Hello and welcome to another unboxing review and demonstration product video. I'm really excited about this one. I've got my new Canon camera that I'm going to be using from now on to do my videos. It is the EOS M50 mirrorless vlogging camera. First things first, let's open it up. Owner's manual, registration card, nice shoulder strap, battery charger, battery. Here is the included lens with lens cap. It is the EFM 1545mm lens that comes with it. So this is a camera that can have interchangeable lenses. And of course, the camera itself. I got mine in white. Alright, now for a closer physical look at things. Here is our battery pack and our battery charger. I am definitely going to be getting some more batteries. I'm sure I will need more battery packs for days where I am recording long videos or doing lots of different recordings in one day. I will want to have some on backup. For taking pictures, I think typically you'll be able to get through a whole day on one fully charged battery. If you're taking a ton of pictures or doing video and everything, I would definitely recommend getting some extra batteries. You should get around 45 minutes of footage in 1080p with one battery. Here is our shoulder strap. All right, for the camera itself, on the bottom, we're going to have our spot for our battery pack and our SD card. It will support up to a 256 gig SD card. I bought a 128 gig card. It's a UHS 1 card. It does support the UHS 2 for a little bit higher speeds. And I went ahead and bought a new adapter for reading the SD card. Mine was a little outdated. File transfers. The SD card, just taking it out of the camera and putting it into the computer is going to be your fastest way to transfer files to your computer. This does have a Wi-Fi and Bluetooth feature, which is a very convenient way to move your files, but will be much slower to do so. Alright, on the back, we have our LCD screen that pops out. Very nice. And it does flip forward. So if you're taking selfies or vlogging or doing what I do here and have a camera set up in front of me, I can see what exactly I'm recording. So very, very awesome feature there. I like the way it flips out on the side as opposed to up or down like some other models have. On the top we have our on-off switch, our settings dial, our shutter, a record video button, and our multi-function button right here, which can be very useful to change your settings depending on what menu you're in. All right, and on the front, we're going to have our lens that came with it. So you obviously can buy different lenses to go. You can buy different lenses to go on your camera. This is the 1545mm lens. It features a 24.1 megapixel with the Advanced Photo System CMOS sensor. Has a new Digic 8 image processor, which is going to be what gives you the 4K video, better images at the high ISOs, more accurate autofocus detection. It has the face and eye focus detection, continuous shooting, and the dual sensing image stabilization. So a lot of great newer features packed into this thing. I am excited to give it a try, which we will do here shortly. It does have the built-in electronic viewfinder and the flip-up flash on the top. It is possible to use this camera as a high-quality webcam if you use the EOS software, which is a cool feature. When I'm doing like a face cam or webcam sort of thing that I'm going to be recording, I just record it as a separate file anyway. But that is a cool feature if you're streaming or you just want to have a much higher quality webcam or face cam. All right, before we do some examples of some shots and some video, put in our battery and our SD card. And our battery is not charged. Bummer. All right, I went ahead and charged the battery for about 20 minutes. So I just turned it on. We're going to set the time. the date and all that stuff. Okay, here is our different modes. I'm not going to go through everything. I'm sure there's so many different settings and modes and ways you can shoot and formats and all that stuff. But here's just some of the different modes. You got your typical different modes you can go through on most cameras. Different modes of movie recording. You got some creative filters on this, and of course your different scenes where you can choose probably stuff like beach or outside or snowy or fluorescent or maybe portrait. Here is the auto setting, which you would just use if you just don't want to make any manual adjustments whatsoever and just let the camera try to figure it out for you. Alright, so it does have the autofocus tracking, which means if you tap on a certain spot, whenever you move, it's going to hold focus on that particular spot. It does have auto eye focus, so if you're recording somebody, taking a picture, it'll stay focused on that particular person. Alright, I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to take several different shots in different settings, different subjects, different lighting, record some video in some different ways, and we can see what kind of results we get. Alright, the first shot I took, just walked upstairs, my dog was in the living room, in a very dark room. This is a shot with the flash on. Here is a shot of the whole living room with low lighting at ISO 6400. Here's an outside shot at ISO 6400. It is quite dark out right now. This shot has a little bit of lighting from the garage in the front of it. Here is the same spot at ISO 12800. Probably get a little better shot if I use a tripod. You're taking pictures in the dark. You definitely want to be as steady as absolutely possible. This is also at 12,800. This is the other side of my yard where it is really dark. Here is a portrait shot of one of my birds in a low lit room, ISO 6400. And here's another similar shot. Here's a shot I did with basically all the light behind them just to see how it'd come out. Here's a shot with the macro setting of my Chorky. So overall, so far, I think I did a really good job. A lot of nice shots. Only a limited amount of shots I could take right now. It's late, it's dark, it's cold outside. So many more different types of shots and settings you can mess with on this camera. But so far, I like it a lot. Okay, so this is recording in 1080p at 60 frames per second. It is staying autofocused right on my face as I move around through the room. Alright, now I'm going to change it to 4K. Alright, so this is in 4K. The biggest complaint about this is that it crops your image at about 1.8, I think it is, and it shoots at 24 frames per second. Now if I'm just setting up, doing a video like this one, where I'm just setting the camera up on a tripod and sitting in front of it, is fine. But if you're doing some other types of recording where you want a wide angle, you're not going to get as much of it. Alright, so this mode is super cool. I do not have really good lighting to do this right now. This is at 12,800 ISO, so it is a little grainy. But what this is, it's recording in 720p at 120 frames per second in slow motion. I love how smooth it is. It is really, really cool. But like I said, it just needs a little better lighting. But I'd love to try to do this outside or in an area that has proper lighting to do this type of recording. It's really, really good. Okay, so overall, am I impressed with the camera? Yes, I like it very much. I'm using it right now instead of my other camera, so hopefully this is looking better than the beginning of my video. Anyway, I think it'll work really well for what I need it for doing stuff like this. Also, I'll use it for photography type stuff that I like doing casually. That I think it takes really good shots. It has tons of features. The only thing, if you're really looking for wide angle 4K, then this probably is not going to be right for you. But if you're okay with it being cropped a little bit using the 4K and at only 24 frames per second, then that's great. I think it's a great high-end budget camera. It is, I believe, around $600 right now on Amazon. I will leave a link below if you want to go check it out for yourself. I think it does well against other similar cameras that are more expensive, so I think this really is a good deal. So if you're looking to upgrade to a mirrorless camera or a step up from a point and shoot or using your cell phone, hopefully some of this information came in handy. I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.